Alright YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today guys, we are going to talk about the cards that's going to be coming in by Thursday. So like any other content, every start of the month, we have our new selection pack. So right off the bat, we have Galaxy Eyes, or the new Galaxy Eyes supports, or basically the boss monster. So we'll have that, or we need to use this one later on because I really love high attacking monsters. Also, we have the X Purity, so Purities are now confirmed. My only problem here is the other cards, but we'll talk about it in a bit. Mechanicals are also here, so basically we'll have other supports for Mechanicals. Saga of the Dragon Emperor, that is basically Photon or Galaxy Eye support, so that's really good. And shockingly, we have Purely My Friend is a UR, so the continuous spell is a UR. Basically, we'll need 3 copies of this in a deck. Okay, so down to the problem for this selection pack, if ever, this will be the cards coming into Master Duel. So basically, we have the Purely, we have the Happy Memory, the Pretty Memory, and the Delicious Memory as our only quick play spells. We are lacking one card, which is the Sleepy Memory, which allows us to draw a ton of cards for the Purely archetype. Although the rank 2s are also here, so that's really good. We have the Happiness, the Beauty, and the Plum, so that's not a problem. My only problem here, or issue here, is the Purely Lily, which is not included in this selection pack preview. Usually the previews are the cards that they usually put on display during the selection pack opening, or when we get the selection pack. But yeah, I can see it here. I do have a feeling that they will release that one once the selection pack is released into the game. But in case we don't have those cards, so basically we'll be running an incomplete set for the Purely archetype. Now, what does this mean for the Purely archetype? Well, we won't be able to use a pure Purely deck because basically we need the Sleepy Memory to draw our cards during our opponent's turn. That's really important for the Purely archetype. Also, the field spell is not here, the sharing is not here, so if ever we don't have those cards, we can't draw like 3 or 4 cards during our opponent's turn. Broken as it is, but yeah, that's how the Purely archetype works. What else? The field spell allows us to add more quick play spells to our rank 2 monsters, or even our X Purely monsters, so that would be really great, but instead we can't see the field spell here. What we can do here is use the only cards we have for the Purely archetype, that being the Purities for the Happy Memory, the Pretty Memory, and the Delicious Memory, for that matter. That's our only cards that we can use if ever Konami won't add the additional cards. If worst comes to worst, possibly. This is just my theory, okay? So if ever we'll have those cards, basically they're gonna include that into one selection pack with a Rise Art. That's just my own theory for that matter. But yeah, let's check the deck out in YugiOh Omega just to see the whole Purely archetype at its fullest. Alright, so here we are in YugiOh Omega. So this is the deck profile that I introduced you guys way back, or 2 weeks ago. So we have here Purely and Purely Lily, so we won't be using Purely Lily if ever that's the case. Sleepy Memory, that's out of the question as well, so we won't draw any cards. We won't be using the field spells as well. We won't be using the trap card. So basically we are lacking 9 cards in total for this deck to run perfectly. Now it is still playable, I would say, but not to an extent that it can be a really good deck for rank. You can easily just remove the rank monsters, and of course with the amount of card advantage lost during your opponent's draw phase, I mean, you could possibly draw 1 or 2 cards during your opponent's turn, and that would actually gain you more advantage. But even so, without the Sleepy Memory, I think that would be really bad for this type of deck. Also, the field spell was a really good add-on for the deck as well. Since we are not using that one, it would cease to be, I can't say unplayable. It is still playable though, because you can use it with the Dark Worlds. I would say it's hard to play this deck. That's what I'm trying to say. Although the extra deck is untouched, so it's still really good. You're just having to work with less monsters, which is the Lily, and then less quick play spells and the field spell for that matter. But yeah, that's basically what are the cards lacking into the purely deck. It's highly unlikely that it's going to be like really relevant once it's going to come out with the lacking cards. If ever that's the case, that's the case. Okay, I'm not saying that it's bound to happen, but in case that would happen, let's check out the Dark World purely deck. Okay, so the Dark World purely deck, I already updated that one a while ago. So we are not using the purely Lily, since if ever that is not included, then we'll just work with what we have. Also, the Sleepy Memory not included here. We have also the Field Spell not included. So we're basically running more Dark World cards rather than the purely ones. You don't want to see that, but that's basically what we are going to work with if ever we won't have those cards. Now, even with this, I think it is still playable. You can still manage to do a really good combo with the use of the Dark Worlds. But let's test the deck out. Yeah, just showcasing this deck in YouTube. Here you go. Alright, so we have here our starting hand. Let's remove this out of corner. Alright, so we have 1 Snow, 1 Grapha, 1 Gates, 1 Delicious, and 1 Pretty Memory. So we start off with, you know what, let's go with Pretty Memory first. Spell summon a monster, sending Snow to the graveyard. We summon our purely monster to the field. Excavate the cards. There we go. And then, let's see. We got the field spell. That's really good. I mean, the continuous spell. So that's insane. And we get a copy of Genta here, possibly. We can go for Genta. Yeah, we can go for... No, we already have the field spell. Why did I get Genta? Oh, error. Okay. Wait, what? Why can't I activate the effect here? What? Why can't I activate the effect? Surely you can activate the effect here. Did I remove my monster from the grave? I have Plump here though. I mean from the extra deck, I have Plump. I have Plump. What? Let's use this one here. Maybe it's the error that's coming out. I don't know. Let's try to get this one here. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the game. I can't play the game. Alright, never mind. Alright, so that's really insane. Use this, get a copy of the Dark World, use the effect of the Gates. Banish Argenta, send Grapha to the graveyard, use the effect of Genta, spell summon to the field, and then we use the effect of Grapha, summon to the field. Now we'll summon our monster. Why can't I use the effect of my monster? It used I can manage to use it a while ago. What? Well, that's stupid. What? I can't use... Alright, never mind. Let's try. Maybe it works on the second turn. Let's see. Maybe there's something wrong with the game. Usually there's no luck with the Purities or the Dark Worlds, basically. Why am I not using the cards? Summon this. Possibly it will work if I summon this. Add 1 card. Now, there's something wrong with the game. I can't use my monster. Damn. Might as well gonna end this. This is such a failure of the gameplay. I don't know what's happening here. I can't summon my monster. Why can't I summon my monster? Bro. Alright, never mind. I'm gonna just end the game here. So that's basically it. I can't do a proper replay with the game on error. So yeah, I think that's a far better example for the Dark World Purity deck. I think this is the improvised version if we'll have only limited cards added into the selection pack. I really have a strong feeling that it's not going to be like that, because that would be really despicable for Konami if ever they're just going to separate some of the cards for the purities alongside the other supports for like the Arise Art later on. So hopefully I am wrong that they will remove the cards in the selection pack this Thursday. But anywho, what are your thoughts on the upcoming cards for this Thursday? Are you gonna use Galaxy Eyes? Are you gonna use Mechanicos? Or are you gonna use Purities with the Dark Worlds? So tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep safe, good luck, and like and subscribe. Bye bye.